everyone, from the Bison tailgating lots. It's opening day as North Dakota State begins a new season of football with Robert Morris. Along with Jeff Kolpak, I'm Dom Izzo. We've descended into pandemonium out here. It's now Frisco North, after we saw 236 days ago.
What'd you say? I can't
know,
hear
right?
you. Well, we asked for it and we got it. This is quite the atmosphere.
The Bison open up 2012 with a familiar opponent. They get Robert Morris, the team that made history here. They play the first ever playoff game at the Dome. Two different teams. Obviously, Jeff, all the attention on what NDSU brings back against a Robert Morris team playing without its starting quarterback.
You know, I know you're not a betting guy, Don, but the Bison are 35.5-point favorites. Will they cover the spread? I think they will. I think their defensive line is that good. Levon Perry is going to have an All-American year. It's a prediction of mine. He used to be a high school quarterback, and now he's 285 pounds. It's unreal.
Brock Jensen comes back. His second half of the season, even to his own admission, wasn't his best after the turf toe injury. What do we expect now starting his third season as the starting QB?
When he's healthy, he was as accurate as Steve Walker was in his heyday. He was around 65%, tailed off as soon as the toe became a problem. I expect him to get back to that. I think the receivers are pretty good hands, and again, that's a question mark too. Can these receivers stay healthy?
I think all these fans want to see what number 23 can do. You and I have documented the story of John Crockett. What do you expect out of the former Totino Gray star?
Well, I think it's going to ease into a little bit. I would expect maybe the second quarter he'll get in. I like to see him in the open field. I want to see if he has that burst of speed.
Robert Morris, I mentioned off the top. Jeff Sinclair, their starting quarterback, suspended the first two games. That means redshirt freshman Matt Lehman will get in today to see his first action against this 19,000-seat crowd. It's going to be a tough game for him.
I wonder if he called the Georgia Southern quarterback, Jay Beauchamp, and maybe got some advice, because it's going to be tough for him to hear today.
Give me a guy you're really looking forward, a stat guy to say, you know what, I'm expecting out of this here today.
Zach Vraw. I think he could be the go-to receiver. He's just so good. His hands are just so sticky that if he stays healthy, and I think he will, he's got that problem taken care of. Number one receiver right there.
I'm looking for Travis Beck, another monster game out of him, 10, 11 tackles. Really now, it's his spot on the outside. He really stepped up, obviously, in the game against Sam Houston State, became a superstar for all the Bison fans in that game against Sam Houston.
But what do they have behind those linebackers?
That's
a big
good
question mark. You need 6 linebackers in this system.
Now, you can remember the first Division I game in 2003, and it wasn't anything like this, was it?
No, it was, what do you call it, Valpalooza is what we called it. You know, seemed like 35,000 people, you know, it was only 18. The Division I level, the atmosphere tailed off. It's really picked up now.
A guy who was part of this, Scott Vandervoort, former Bison player. Give me your thoughts on seeing the pandemonium out here today.
It's wonderful. I mean, it's an extension of what a great year they had last year, but it's, you know, it's hard to, you know, I just walked around and everybody's one-upping and new things, new creations, new grills, new ways of doing it right, I guess.
Give me a sense when you played. What was tailgating like back then?
8 guys sitting out by their car with a grill and open bottles of Jack Daniels. That's about what we saw. No, this was a field. There was nothing out here, and people tailgated inside the stadium then.
Now this is your tent over here?
This is our tent. There's 45 guys, a lot of ex-players, and just guys that like to have fun, and we throw a couple bucks in, and we kind of open it up to everybody.
I appreciate you housing us today.
All right.
Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
I have to say the recommend the jalapeno peppers are just outstanding.
All right, prediction time. What do you like today?
I like it 49-7, something in that range. I would be surprised if Robert Morris scored until late.
I've got the Bison winning 38-10. The live blog starts in about an hour at 5 o'clock on Inforum.com. Complete highlights and reaction coming up on WDAY. That's after Michigan and Alabama as that gentleman walks through our shot. And then, of course, we'll be back for the post-game show and what should be a fun night on opening night here at the Fargo Dome.
Yep, it's game 1 of several this season. Where are we going to be next week?
Who knows? We'll find out. That's the latest edition of the Bison Video Blog.